Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 80 So today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Champions League and Europa League, and I'm going to talk to you guys about can Real Madrid and Sevilla win this competition. So we'll get into that in a bit later. I want to go ahead and first do the introduction though, and I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys about obviously some stuff. So you guys probably wondering, we haven't done a members video in a long time. I've just been busy with college and everything. Final exams and everything, and obviously we haven't had a lot of members. A lot of you guys haven't really watched my videos. So we just did recently get a new member today. So shout out to Balkan Warrior. Thank you for becoming a new member of the channel. Do appreciate it. And I'll definitely try to do this on a more daily basis. So like I said, guys, please spread the message across that we have a membership platform. And we will be starting the members live stream once we have at least 8 people. So basically what I want to do in these kind of videos is basically give these kind of videos for you guys. And I'm going to have these exclusive to the tier 2 players, the star players, basically. Now, this is set to squad players because obviously we don't have enough, star players. We don't have enough squad players yet to do member stream. So I want to give you guys something. So there isn't, nothing. And, obviously you guys aren't paying for nothing. So because you guys have paid your money, so I want to put extra emphasis and make sure this video quality is spot on, high profile quality and everything. So like I said, I appreciate you guys giving the money, giving your little patronage of money to me so I can further invest in the channel, because like I said, guys, I'm gonna definitely get some investment this summer, and with me doing my internship, I'll definitely be able to afford some stuff that nice equipment for the channel, and everything. So like I said, guys, remember, guys, to like this video if you enjoy, comment below your thoughts, and obviously let me know in the comments what kind of members videos you guys want to see, your opinion on these topics. So let's start with the Champions League first. Can Real Madrid win the Champions League again? It's an interesting situation because Real Madrid have put themselves in a position where they have locked level on aggregate from the first leg, 1-1 draw at the Santiago Bernabeu. Now, I would say this is not a good result because for me, for Real Madrid to advance, they needed to have won the first leg, and I feel like if they had won the first leg, they would have been in a great position. I just don't see a scenario where Real Madrid can go to the Etihad and get a result. I just don't see that being possible, And I feel like for Real Madrid, the bigger obstacle is Manchester City. Because we all know Real Madrid is going to win that final. They're going to win the final. It doesn't matter who you put them against. It's just a matter, can they beat Manchester City? And if they beat Manchester City, they're practically going to win the Champions League. Because we all know Real Madrid don't lose finals, especially in a one-off game. They are football heritage. I mean, they won 14 Champions Leagues. I believe they've only lost 3 European finals, if I'm not mistaken. They don't lose finals, man. They just aren't that kind of club to lose finals. So, for me personally, if Real Madrid can get past Manchester City, you could pretty much say they have won the Champions League. Because I don't care how good Inter Milan, I don't care how good Inter is, I don't care how good Milan is. I just don't see them losing that. I just don't see them winning. Because it's Real Madrid. Real Madrid just have that football heritage, just have that aura with them, and they just know how to get these. They're just professionals. They're just the Champions League royalty. So for Real Madrid, can they do it? Like I said, it's very, very possible. But as I said, they have to get past Manchester City. And Manchester City is going to be the strongest team they've played against. Because with all due respect, Chelsea and Liverpool have been mediocre. They haven't been as good as previous seasons. Liverpool defensively have looked shocking. Chelsea is a complete mess. And then obviously in the group stage, they got past Shakhtar and Celtic, which, let's be real, they should be getting past. And then Leipzig, they got past too, despite the fact they did lose away in Germany. They did tie to Shakhtar. They were consistent enough to finish top. Although, that being said, Leipzig were only 1 point behind. But like I said, for Real Madrid, Manchester City is going to be the toughest team they have played against. And like I said, I think for Real Madrid to beat Manchester at the Etihad, they have to be clinical with their chances. And they have to hope Manchester City is not clinical. That's the only way I see them progressing. Because in terms of overall play, Manchester City is so much superior. They're so much superior. They have a superior squad. They have superior players. Like basically the only thing Real Madrid have over Man City is probably the football heritage, and maybe the fact that Real Madrid is more clinical than Manchester City. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how that pans out. And yeah, like I said, man, I just don't see Real Madrid winning the Champions League this season. Now, for the Europa League. Let's discuss, guys. Let's discuss. I find it very interesting. Both Spanish teams tied respectively. Sevilla for me is football heritage. They have never lost a Europa League final. Never ever lost a Europa League final. They're coming in from the first leg from a great result. A draw away in Juventus in Turin. And a game in which they led for a majority of the game. Juventus basically scored a last minute equalizer. Juventus looked awful. They look awful. They couldn't create any open play attacking opportunities, and they just look really, really bad in terms of goal scoring opportunities. And defensively, they didn't look that great. Sevilla, on the other hand, were amazing. And the second leg's at home with the Ramos Sanchez, they're in a golden position. Basically, beat Juventus, you're in the final. Now, I really, really want to see Sevilla versus Roma. Sevilla versus Roma would be a great battle, because that would be extremely dud. If Mourinho can win the Europa League over Sevilla, that is dud. That is degree of difficulty. Because I'm sorry, man. If Mourinho could actually do that, I'm gonna put some mad respect. We have to have a tribute if that happens. If Mourinho could do that, because that would be football dud. That would be the most insane thing I've seen in my life. I would celebrate like crazy. That would be the most. I would be crazy. Because the thing is, guys, Sevilla for me, they just have it. They're like Real Madrid. They just love the Europa League. They just love the Europa League. Now, obviously, I know Real Madrid don't love it, but you know what I mean. Like, they're so dominant in it. And I think for Sevilla in particular, what's so interesting is that this season they pretty much gave up on the league. Like, they're gonna finish mid-table. It's gonna be like basically Eintracht Frankfurt last season, where basically Frankfurt completely ditched the league and went all in for the Europa League, and Sevilla is just probably gonna do the same thing as them. And Sevilla is gonna go all in for the Europa League. So, because like I said, guys, in my personal opinion, it's similar to Real Madrid. If Juventus can defeat them, if Sevilla lose, and Sevilla aren't losing the final. I don't care how good Roma is and everything. This Roma team isn't that great. I will be very surprised that Roma can beat Sevilla in the final. And if that does happen, guys, I will apologize right now. But guys, like I said, for Sevilla, the key is to beat Juventus in Ramos Sanchez. And they have an insane atmosphere. The Fortress is insane. They have a great stadium, great fans, great support. They haven't conceded a goal at home this season in the knockout stage of the Europa League. And for Sevilla, if they can beat Juventus, which they're definitely favorites to do so, they could win that final. They could win that final. Because my issue with Roma is that this team isn't that great. It's not that great, they don't have a lot of world-class players. And even if they play Leverkusen, the same goes for them as well. Leverkusen don't really have that kind of quality compared to Sevilla. Sevilla just have that pedigree in this competition that no other team simply has. So, guys, to put it otherwise short and sweet, is Sevilla and Real Madrid both make the final, they're both probably winning it. So, I want to know, what do you guys think? Am I completely wrong in saying this? Do you guys disagree with me? Do you guys agree with me? And also, do you guys think that both Sevilla and Real Madrid will go on to win the Champions Europa League, respectively? I'm really keen to find out, because I'm more interested in the Europa League, per se. Because I think Sevilla has a better chance to win the Europa League than Real Madrid. Whereas Real Madrid win the Champions League, respectively. Because for me, Sevilla got a draw away, which is ideal, whereas Real Madrid got a draw at home. So, like I said, guys, let me know your thoughts and comments below. And yeah, like I said, guys, I'll reply to all your comments.